We are live here down at Lottoland Oval, also known as Brookvale, here to witness the South Sydney Rabbitohs take on the Manly Seagulls. Both teams currently sitting first and second, I believe. Someone may fact check me on that in the comments. We'll have to wait and see. Both teams definitely on a current winning run. Obviously, most teams starting off with first round losses. But for the most part since then, have been very solid, as I'm joined in the commentary box as always, or not as always, but once again, by Liam Rogers. Liam, how's it going?
It's going pretty good, Lachlan. Thank you very much for having me. Really excited to get into this game so far. Obviously, both teams have been hitting some pretty good form and playing some great footy this season. And we've got a lot of new stars that are really shining for these teams. You know, we've got Dixon and we've got Richards over at the Rabbitohs, and the Seagulls. They've been a dominant force for quite a while now. So it'd be good to get this underway.
Yeah, Dustin Richards is the player that I do want to bring up for a little bit. He's been making some massive meters compared to what we're usually used to for a second rower. Averaging, I think, 190 meters or so in the competition. He has to be someone that the Seagulls have to try to, I guess, reduce the impact he can have on the game today, don't they?
Yeah, and not just that, but they've also got to go after their 5'8", because obviously someone's putting Richard in these spots. You know, he's easily one of the best line runners in the comp, but you've got to stop it at the source, I reckon.
I have to agree. We might see that be either Jesse Bennett or I think it's Lenny, Hayden Mellor there, role to take down. Obviously, Liam Ryan is feeding on to Dustin Richards in this one, but the Manly Seagulls get through the set. I was about to say with no errors. That there looked like a bit better. Although in the same play already, Will Caleb going through a gap. He's going to get wrapped up there by Dixon, knowing that's going to be a handover. Disappointing end to the tackle set, but they managed to get a little bit of meters from it, though.
Yeah, no, as bad as that fifth tackle option was, you can see Kay's scramble really puts him in a much better position.
It could have been a lot worse, as there we go. Dustin Richards is there, taking the hit up. Running into what looks to be Mellor there.
Richard.
They spread it wide, Butterfield it is. Pushes up to the 40 there, wrapped up by Goodwin and Jesse Bennett. They go inside here now to Collins. Collins gets wrapped up there by what looks to be Brad Goodwin. He'll play it just past the 50 now. They spread it long ball over to Chase Williams. Gets past one. It's going to be Dylan Sharp to wrap him up there, just past the 40, I should say. Fifth tackle there. Rabbitohs get through their set with no real errors. Dingo it is now, although that's dangerous, but he gets wrapped up there. And a good first set there by the Rabbitohs.
Yeah, well, I quite like the ends of the set. O'Hare, not really their usual kicker, but we see him take snaps every now and then. And the fact that they were able to wrap up Dingo that early, doing dividends, you know, we're chewing up a few tackles through the count. Oh, we see Booth going through.
Booth with a big run there. Nice pass there. Kevin Dixon, the man to come up with the big tackle. On the Season 4 Joints MVP win, and now go short ball there to Jesse Bennett. We know how strong of a ball runner he is, but he's wrapped up there by looks to be Hayden Davis. They go long ball over to Booth again. He's had quite a few touches to begin this game, but Jai Collins and Chase Williams, I think that is, get around the big winger to wrap him up there on the fifth tackle now. It's going to be Blair Curtin to punt it across field. Tyrone Clay's going to be under it here, and he's going to be wrapped up quite nicely there by Kyle Lewis, and again, they wrap up these, well, these outside backs of both teams, which we know they're dangerous off the kick returns, but so far both teams are handling them with relative ease.
Yeah, no, it's just been a good defensive effort, so, yep.
This will be Kevin Dixon now with a bit of a step. We know he's quick. Kevin Dixon, put on a bit of a shimmy there. Chaz Dingo recovers quick enough to make the tackle there on the tall fullback. We know how good he can be. Matt Downey's going to be now. He's going to play it just short of the 30. It's going to go back once again. Butterfield rushed up the fence there. Decided to just take the tackle rather than putting in a risky kick there. And Jesse Bennett wraps him up. Not the end of the set they would have liked there from the Rabbitohs.
Yeah, not particularly, especially after they started to look really decent there. You can see, obviously, that run from Dixon as we see Booth taking an early hit up.
Go wide now.
Booth has really gotten himself involved early.
He has, hasn't he? He's been criticised a little bit recently, not having the season, obviously, he had last season in terms of not getting a lot of ball. Hasn't been, only scored one try over the first 5 games I think Manly Seagulls have played so far this season. May have been 6, someone have to correct me on that, or maybe even been 4. Can't exactly remember how many games I have played this season, but however it's been, he's only scored 1 try. And that's a big hit by Matt Downey there on Brad Goodwin, standing up to the veteran front rower. It's going to be Will Kay now to kick it down there to Jai Collins, who's looking for dangerous here. Gets around 1, but Will Kay doesn't let him get any further here. Played there. Dixon now taking it. Here he goes. Dixon, he had a lot of space there, but Brad Goodwin did well to wrap him up there. That'll be the second tackle. Butterfield sends it wide to Saddlecart. Saddlecart, he's been one of the better centers so far this season, obviously scoring 3 tries in 5 matches. Liam Ryan sends it back there to Dixon. Dixon decides to pass it over to Butterfield. Butterfield into space. It goes past Dingle with the dummy and run, and Butterfield's going to go for distance, and he'll score the opening try for the Rabbitohs.
Wow, what a bit of ball playing to get it onto Butters there. I think, did you say that was Dixon that was pushing it on?
Yeah, it was Dixon
see,
there.
Oh, that
pass.
dummy. He's just made a fool out of them with a dummy. What an absolutely brilliant play. And you can see how their spines combining there. You know, first off, it's going to Ryan, who he's been setting guys out on the left side so well, but now he shifts it back to the inside over to Dixon, and he let such a quick pass. Like, that was an absolute pill. And obviously, Butters, he's a great runner of the ball. He knew what he had to do.
Butterfield, it was just steaming onto it there after a beautiful cut-up ball there from Dixon onto the chest of him. Got past everybody, just did the dummy and run there to get back on the inside of Dingo, and both sides haven't had an opportunity yet in terms of an error or anything, but the Rabbitohs winning the early field position battle, and they cross over for the first try against the home side here. Definitely a good start from the Rabbitohs, though. They've definitely been winning the field position battle, and I've definitely liked what I've seen from them so far.
Yeah, well, it wasn't against the great try. That was something that was planned. It was just the players working together to find the space.
As they send it out to Richards there, another hit up there from the rookie second row, who's definitely made a name for himself so far this season. They send it out to Kevin Dixon. Also got a try assist so far. He's going to be wrapped up there on the 40 now. Butterfield wants it. He takes the hit up there. Can't get around Matt Harris there. They read him nicely that time. That'll be 4th tackle. Goes back. It's going to be Liam Ryan here. That's a good kick. In fact, it's looking for a 40-20. I don't think it's going to have the distance. It also doesn't have the bounce.
Oh.
And Dingo will take it there and gets back up to the 30.
Look, they've got Dingo at the 35 here. That's not the worst position to be in, considering his capabilities as a ball runner. To the offload.
Brad Goodwin finds the offload down to Marla Kerrigan. They send it short side here. Ethan Goodwin it is now. Liam Ryan does not let him get any space there. He'll play it there. Goes Kyle Lewis. Sends it over to Marla Kerrigan. The rookie front rower has been, after starting the season on the bench, has been finding a few starts recently. It's now a big pass there onto the chest of Brad Goodwin. He'll set the most nicely, just short of the 30 now. Obviously, if FC Eagles conceding early, despite not making any errors, they sort of just want to make sure they complete their sets and start to win back a bit of the field position battle, but that's dangerous signs there from Collins, wasn't it? What do the Manly still have to do to sort of get themselves back in winning this field position battle? Because right now, they're not really winning it, are they?
Not at all. I think first and foremost, they can't be conceding anyone back through the middle. Rabbitohs are using this play a couple times where they use Dixon ball playing through the middle, and I think that they just need a bit more speed from their middles in able to just reach quicker, tackle better, more line speed, just not giving them the space to, find the gaps like they have been.
As Butterfield punts it back down there to Tyler Weston, who's speedy. Tyler Weston's looking for space. Ryan's chasing. It's not going to be Ryan, or will be Ryan to catch up to him. Bourne also there at marker. That's a good chase down there, but a good kick return. This is what Manly needed. Marla Kerrigan gets over halfway. They should be in a position to put an attacking kick here at the end of this set here. Curtin gives it to Lewis. Sends it out to O'Kay. They go back inside into Dingo. Trick play there. I don't think we were really expecting that sort of inside ball there to Dingo. 3rd tackle now, just short of the 20. This is their first tackle opportunity of the match. Marla Kerrigan is charging at the chest of Matt Downey there, who manages to wrap him up. 4th tackle now. Okay. Short ball there to Mellert. He'll push forward on the 10-meter line. It'll be 5th tackle now. A good kick will be needed here. Maybe a forced to repeat set. They can't get the try. It's going to go high there. It's going to go very high. And, great catch there by Tyrone Clay under all sorts of pressure. And we have a 20-meter restart now.
Just too much depth on that one, but I like the idea there. They really did need to try and pin them in their own field position.
Yeah, definitely. Probably a couple meters too deep there. Maybe not even a meter. Maybe like about half a meter too deep there. Would have been perfect to be inside that 10-meter line. So if they can't get the try out of it, they could have at least gotten, you know, repeats. That is Josh Saddlecart now. Dingo wraps him up this time. He does not want to make the same mistake he made on Butters, going for, well, I guess the inside pass that never occurred. Now Dixon, oh, that's a dangerous run. Third tackle already over to 40 here. They'll play it there. Go inside ball now to Aaron O'Hare. Playing it there on the 30. That's the fourth tackle now. They go there to Butterfield.
Space on the edge.
Matt Downey with a big run. Gets it offload there to Mason Remy. That'll be fifth tackle now. Rabbitohs are now in a position to put a tack and kick in. Liam Ryan's waiting in the backfield just past the 30 there. He's going to come up and put up a bomb here. A deep kick there. Dingo's under it. He makes the catch there, and Dingo is going to get caught there on the 10-meter line. Great set there by the Rabbitohs.
That was placed very, very well, and even with Dingo breaking a tackle there, the kick chases were just where they needed to be. You know, 2 tackles in, they're only 20 meters in, and they're really continuing to dominate this field position battle.
As well, Matt Downey. I'll tell you what, he's made some big tackles today, Matt Downey. So far in his first 20-minute stint, he's really put some good contact on there and pushed them back, hasn't he?
Yeah, I'm not sure who made that tackle there, but there was some good contact on Harris. He didn't get too far forward. Godwin, wow.
It's Ethan Goodwin.
Centre's day.
Steps straight through the defense, but wrapped up there by Dixon. You'll have to be careful. He won't be at the back to make this catch, but they'll kick towards Tyrone Clay, who will make the catch there, as then he gets wrapped up there by Ethan Goodwin. That's a good kick there and a good tackle by Ethan Goodwin to put them inside their own 20.
Yeah, well, there's 2 plays there where he's basically just saved their set. You know, it was looking terrible, but he just gets that break and then he has that kick chase.
As Dixon once more, just absolute workhorse in this game. Break it up through the middle. Play it there now. It's going to be O'Hare pushing up there. Caught there on the chest of Myler Carrigan and Matt Harris. They go short ball there to Hayden Davis. Big tackle there.
I think what's fascinating. Yep.
Sorry, continue.
It's fascinating to know just how much the Rabbitohs spine has changed over the season. Yet I do think it's improved with each incremental change they've made.
You have to agree, for
like
Dylan Sharp now.
Dixon
Baruki looking for some. That's a good scoot there. He's going to have them set up inside their own half here. It'll be okay now. Short ball there to Jesse Bennett. Obviously, criticised for a quiet season from him, although he's improved the past couple weeks. Short ball there to Alex Chapman. That was a dangerous run. Fourth tackle now.
Good play the ball. You can just see the marker still offside, getting back to the line.
Fifth tackle now. Just past the 20. It's going to go okay. Puts it high. A very deep kick now. Very deep kick, but it's probably a little too deep, and Dixon takes it nicely.
Way too deep. Just no one able to contest that one in time.
You have to say, again, another kick that's gone probably too deep here. Obviously, both teams, I don't know if there's been an actual proper error made so far during this game that at least I can't remember of. Both teams just trying to make sure, although this might be one. In fact, they have a set restart. Ash Turner's up the middle. That's going to count as the first official error of the game, I believe, unless someone else can remember one. I certainly can't. Driscoll's now going to take the tackle. This is a good opportunity for the Rabbitohs to strike again. He'll play it there. Fawn goes there. Short ball there to Dixon. Read nicely by what looks to be Hayden Mellert. They go over here to Driscoll. Gets wrapped up. Can't get any pace there. Goodwin and Kyle Lewis the man to do it. Dustin Richards. Short there to Ash Turner. Looking for a try. He's going to get pulled up just short there by Dingo.
Wow.
That'll be the fourth tackle. Playing it there.
Richard ball play. He just has an endless bag of tricks, doesn't he, Richards?
Says
very
now. Oh, he's over the line. It's definitely held up. We're back to the 10 for the tackle to, well, the play of the ball. They got one final kick here, and that's going to be a poor mistake there. Not what the Rabbitohs would have liked to have set off after a great set they had here.
It's really not what you want, but they did a good job to get into their own half. I think that ball from Richards to put
Oh no, as we've mentioned earlier, commentators cursing. We said there was going to be no errors in this game. They've made about 3 since we said that. That was only a couple minutes ago in game. The Rabbitohs now have an amazing opportunity to strike here. First full set inside their line. It's going to be short ball there to Driscoll. He's happy to push forward. Third tackle now. Short ball over to Richards. He takes it up nicely. Playing it there. Fourth tackle. It's going to go Butterfield. Looking for a double. He'll be held up. Fifth tackle this will be. Manly's defense so far has held them out. We'll have to see what they can do here. They play it there. It goes back there to Ryan. He puts it high. There's a massive shot put on by Cameron Chen in the background. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Tap back lands in the arms of Kyle Lewis. Ref gives the all clear for the hit on Ryan. And, well, the Manly Seagulls survive.
Yeah, well, they survive, but the Rabbits get exactly what they want here based off field position. They're just going to have to defend really well here. And it getting wrapped up.
Yeah, only just survived is that Dingo. This is a dangerous run. The Manly fullback getting up the middle. That's a good run there. That's exactly what they needed. Just short of halfway now. It's going to be go inside there to Matt Harris. Pushing up. That'll be the fifth tackle. 12 minutes remaining in this half. Just join us. Only the one try to Joshua Butterfield it is. Earlier in the game. He bounces up there. It's a great kick and a great kick chase there. Will Caterman making a tackle. That's how you turn your set around.
Yeah, that's perfect. I think Kay, he's really been shining today, I think, despite Manly not getting over the line. Aside from his early kicking game, he seems to have turned it around with a pretty decent one there.
Have to agree. And he also made the tackle there. That was just incredible from Will Kay. Just kick chasing and making the tackles. Now they're still Kay again. This time on Kevin Dixon, his defense today. It's been really good. It's going to be Chase Williams now, and that's a good run. That's a very good run, in fact. He'll get over halfway, but he'll be caught there by Kyle Lewis and Chaz Dingo.
That's Williams' second run of the set.
Another good run by him, I have to say, as they kick down now to Booth. This is dangerous. This is very dangerous. Oh, good tackle by Butterfield.
Probably not the guy you want to put in open space with a kick.
As now Dingo is up the middle. Finds the offload to Will Kay. Probably didn't need to throw it, but just like that, 2 strong runs. And Manly inside the Rabbitohs half. They play it there. Sharp on the inside ball there to Matt Harris. Pushing up over to 40. That's the third tackle. They go short side. Long pass over to Malachi Booth, I should say. Playing it there. Fourth tackle just short of the 30. Dingo will be here. Dingo takes a run, but a great tackle made there on Ash Turner. By Ash Turner. Not an easy play to take down there, Chaz Dingo. It's going to be Will Kay there to put it high. A very testing kick here for Kevin Dixon. He does well. He does very well, in fact. He takes on Dingo. He wants to go over full distance, but he can't. Sharp's there to make a tackle. And the Rabbitohs show the result, but an intercept here. This is the opportunity Manly have been waiting for to potentially tie the game up. First tackle. Goes Will Kay. Gives it short there to Lennox Prakash. Pushing up over to 20. That's the second tackle. Goes inside there to Dingo. Looking for a try. And he's going to get held up.
What a try saver.
He'll play it there, third tackle. Will Kay. Short ball there to Jesse Bennett. That'll be the fourth tackle. Only 2 plays remaining in this set. Will Kay it's going to be, but a big tackle there. Kevin Dixon rushed up on Will Kay, making sure he cannot get past. And that'll be a fifth tackle now. It's going to go back to Matt Harris. Putting it high. Not the play you really want, putting it high there, but it's going to be taken well once again by Tyron Clay. And
is that maybe the third time that they've done that? That they've bombed into the end goal?
I want to say yes. I feel like all 3 times have been Tyron Clay catching it. They've definitely tried to put him under pressure, but I feel like it's the other end they should be going. Collins and Malachi Booth is a very uneven matchup, I have to say. I personally feel like they're going for the wrong in goal at the moment.
I agree. Clay's just way too solid under the high ball to be attempting that again and again.
Especially with the fact you got a currently a Ferrari in the garage. Malachi Booth, great under the high ball. He's got a massive height advantage over Jai Collins. I don't understand why you want to be targeting Malachi Booth in the air over Tyler Weston, who's more of just a good all-round ball runner in the speed. Well, Malachi's got the length, he's got the long arms. He's always an excellent basketball player. He's definitely tall. I don't know, it's a bit bizarre for me, as well, there he is, the man himself, Malachi Booth, will take it up to the 30.
Good play, let's see.
Jesse Bennett pushes up towards the 40, that'll be the second.
Bennett's really been getting himself involved early on.
Yeah, especially after the quiet season he had. He had a quiet start to the season, but he's definitely been pushing his weight the last couple of weeks. As now, Lennox Prakash gets it off to Matt Harris. Matt Harris palms off one. He'll play it there on the fourth tackle. Let's see what they can do now. Dingo sends out to Tyler Weston, but he'll be tackled there by Saddlecart. Maybe now they send it across field to Booth. We'll have to wait and see. It's going to be Matt Harris who sends it up into the middle of the park. Takes it back, but taken well by Luke Driscoll. And the Rabbitohs once again survive. These high kicks, for the most part, don't seem to be working.
It depends on what they do. Are they trying to score, or are they trying to pin the back? They're pinning them makes sense, but the problem is they haven't actually achieved that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably the first time they have actually achieved pinning them back to a degree. But the other ones have sort of just given away 7 tackle resets, obviously. 2 minutes to go to the break. Both teams, Rabbitohs up 6 points to 0 so far. Don't imagine much will happen in this final minute and a half. As Ryan will play it there over. I'll win in the field position back. They might actually get one more crack here, Manly Seagulls, based on how good this kick, and it's not a good kick. Dingle will be. Steps one. Kevin Dixon can't get to him. Ryan's coming across to make the tackle. Is he going to get to him? I don't think he will, and Dingo will score a try. Just on the stroke of half time. A minute remaining. And we should be all tied up here as we head to the break.
There's a small detail there, and it's in Dingo's positioning in the backfield when the kick happens. You know, he's in the spot where he can take it on the fall, and when you're doing that, it means the defense doesn't have enough time to rush there. And it's because of his speed and his acceleration that he's able to do that. And obviously saw what he's able to do in open space, you know, with the goosey, the sidestep. Once again, just an absolutely outstanding player, and he's doing what he's able to just on the stroke of halftime when his team really needed him in front of a home crowd.
You know, I love Dingo at Manly. Obviously playing all but one season at Manly Seagulls, season 2, a notable one where he did not play for the Manly Seagulls, playing for the club they're currently versed in, South Sydney Rabbitohs, in season 2. But ever since, he's been at Manly his entire career, and they love him here. And I have to point out, sort of just wrong-footed Dixon at the backfield there when he got the ball. Dixon was in a position there, but it suddenly just wasn't. And although Ryan tried his best to catch up, Dingo just had too much speed there and managed to pull away there. And it's been final hit up as we go to the break. Okay gives it. Not going to try anything fancy here. Brad Gooden will be the man to take the hit up. We go to halftime. The Seagulls tied with the Rabbitohs 6-all. welcome back to the second half. Kyle Lawson is getting the ball on the tee here to kick us off here. Obviously, they were down 6-0 for the majority of that first half, but little dingo magic at the back led them to take or tie the game up just before the break. A minute to go. Liam Rogers, your fourth in the first half.
Well, if there's anyone they ever need to call on, it'll be Dingo, and he answers. I thought it was a fantastic game. I thought Rabbitohs were the ones who were really on the front foot for the majority of it. But,
as we've seen an intercept off the kickoff here, this is not good after they just conceded points turn off the half. This is big from Manly. Goes Dingo. Dingo, another step there. He's so dangerous with the balls. They give away a penalty. Decision time here for the Seagulls and take the 2. They're happy there. I think that's the right decision with how good Rabbitohs' defense has been so far this season. I think it's a good decision there to take the 2.
Yeah, well, they get the ball back anyways. The reality is this half was going to start with Rabbitohs getting the ball. They nullified it, got the ball back, and now they've got the opportunity to take the points, get in the lead, and then get back to focusing on building a set.
Yeah, we haven't really mentioned this. I was going to mention this, but we sort of had a moment there where Manly were looking likely. Dingo 6 line breaks in that opening half. He had 13 line breaks last week, which, by the way, was an SRL record, tied for the record at least, with Eli Barnes a couple seasons ago. 6 line breaks in the first half. He could actually, realistically, he could beat that record or even tie it once more again today. Could you imagine doing it 2 weeks in a row?
Yeah, well, it just depends on how fit he is, doesn't it? He's an absolute gun player, and he always has been, but it's Bennett finding a line, but Dingo, he just keeps getting better even when you think that he's eclipsed what a great SRL fullback can look like.
To go long ball out there to Malachi Booth, getting around 1, but he'll be wrapped up there by, I think that was Mason Remy there. If they go wide here to Leonard Prakash.
Oh.
Wrapped up there, just past the
long
50.
ball.
Playing it there. Gives it to Jesse Bennett now. That'll be 5th tackle. 52 metres gained. 37 minutes gone. Will Cade's going to be punting it into the backfield. Tyrone Clay will take it here. Steps 1. Takes on the sideline. Watch out. Dingo wraps him up. That'll be the first tackle now. Vaughan goes over to O'Hare. Great run there. Played on in the second, and once again, they sort of get back into this rhythm, which is sort of the rhythm we saw in the first half, just back and forth for the most part. Now Dixon, this is a good set by the Rabbitohs, already into the 30. Butterfield goes long, but it's going to be knocked down, and that ref says backwards, and the Seagulls have the ball back. Another error to begin this half from the Rabbitohs.
What a run from Alex Chapman there.
Yeah, great run there as it goes Jesse Bennett. Takes the hit up there off the standing start, but a bit flat-footed there. Okay, sends it through the hands. Dingo gives it to Malachi Booth, straight down the wing now. Will be taken there, Malachi Booth. That'll be the 4th tackle now. Oh, here comes Dingo again. Dingo looking for a double, and he'll get it, and the Seagulls extend their lead here at Brookvale.
Wow, he just steps to the plate and solidifies it every single time, doesn't he? What a play.
He is
That's number 22.
He's one of the best players in the comp now. He'd have to be up to like 8 or 9 line breaks in this game by now. He could genuinely look at breaking that record today. Obviously, that's assuming he's made 2 or 3 line breaks. I have to say he's at least made 2 line breaks in this half, you'd have to think. Saying that, he could potentially be looking to break this record today for most line breaks. He got very close last week with 13. Could 14 be on the card today to break the record?
Yeah, well, honestly, he's looking very fit. He's got lots of energy in him, so we can keep doing this all day by the looks of it.
We'll have to see. 14-6 is now the score. Both tries going to Dingo for the Seagulls, but it's worked so far. And the Rabbitohs, 2 errors to begin this half, led to 8 points. The Rabbitohs have looked a little nervous to start the second half, as if that try to end off the first half sort of caught them off balance. Oh, sorry, to try to end the first
agree
half.
there. And the fact that they've just conceded 14 points in a row, is it's a bit of a problem.
Yeah, they started very well here for Rabbitohs, but it's just been since those tries, since those first points have been scored, they've not looked themselves. They've been making errors, they've been panicking a little bit, and everything's just gone not gone to plan since they've had to get back. I think Lee and Ryan, who just spotted the field, have to step up here, just calm their boys down. It's a very young side to have here, the Rabbitohs. Just get them calm, and they'll see his Dingo again. Dingo, oh, nearly gets past Dixon. He'll be wrapped up there by Kevin Dixon. 5th tackle now. Who wants it?
Another line break on the tally.
It's going to be Curtin punting it over to Jai Collins. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! He stepped over the sideline. An absolute horror moment for Jai Collins. And the Manly Seagulls have yet another set. This is looking... If they score here, Manly, this is looking pretty bad for the Rabbitohs. This could get ugly real quick if they're not careful.
How good was that kick from Curtin, though?
It just sort of went across.
He's had a couple of nice kicks this game.
So it just went sort of cross-field, floated across, and they caught it now. But as we look here, Manly, they're on the attack. Captain Matt Harris sends it upfield. Goes Mulcahy. Short ball to Creed. He'll be flipped onto his back here. 3rd tackle. Goes short there to Kyle Lewis. Scored a double last week. Will get put onto his back. And they're going to go upstairs here. I'm not sure if there was any opportunity for him to actually get the ball down. Hayden Davis, Ash Turner, and James Fawn all around him. And yeah, I don't think that's a try. It's going to be no try here. 4th tackle, it will be at the play of the ball. They go there. They give it cross her ball out to Dylan Sharp looking for his first try. He's wrapped up there. 5th tackle now. Where's it going to be? Booth. Pass it back to Curtin. That's going to be a knock-on. And the Rabbitohs survive.
Yeah, it's not a bad place to hand the ball over if you're leading by 8 points.
Have to agree there, obviously. Keeping them down at 10-meter line. They have to make sure to defend here. That's not the way you want to defend. Mason Remy, it is up the middle. He'll play it there on the 40. 2nd tackle.
Big run. Important run.
Now it's Dustin Richards. 3rd tackle
I think
now.
Liam Ryan needs to get involved more. He's bit... Yep, see, look at that. See, the early brilliance of Souths was coming off the back when Ryan and Dixon were linking up, but we need to see that happen again.
I think Butters has to put his hand up, sort of carry this team around like he was early, in those early stages of that first half. He's been a bit quiet since he scored that third opening tries. Now Tyler Weston, he's dangerous as Kevin Dixon. He's been dealing with an injury for a while. He's laying on the ground here. Obviously, we saw him get injured a few weeks ago. But... Oh, sorry, against Penrith. It wasn't a few weeks ago now. It was quite a while ago now. But he's been helped off the field here. This is concerning signs for the Rabbitohs. You'd have to say.
Yeah, that's your star player there, or one of them that you really want to be able to keep on the field, given what he's produced for the team so far. So very concerning signs.
The one to see how this turns out is Matt Harris there up middle. Gets it offload there. Lennox Prakash it is. This will be the 5th tackle now, sorry. Now, it looks to have been Josh Saddle-Cart who's gone at fullback. Not the worst option in the world. Oh, no, not again. Tyrone Claytons this time bubbles it over the sideline. Everything's going wrong for the Rabbitohs in this second half so far. Absolutely everything.
That's another outstanding kick. He just didn't know what to do off the bounce. He couldn't transfer his weight like that. Who kicks that?
Fickles will cave there, just damaging it down into that corner. And now, once again, the Manly Seagulls have a try here, and it's going to be Matt Harris. Looking to go over. Is he over? I think he is. That might be a try for the Manly Seagulls to extend their lead.
Harris is so strong. Oh, setting it up as a no try. That's...
Have to disagree there. Saddle-Cart and Fawn around him.
Oh, that's firmly put down. That's been firmly put down. Congratulations.
And the Manly Seagulls extend their lead. This is getting real ugly real quickly for the Rabbitohs. 14 points to begin this second half. In the last... Get out of an extra minute from half-time in the last, 15 minutes or so. There's been about 20 points scored in this game, or 18 points. Carl Lewis gets it to be 20 points. The Rabbitohs, they're in trouble at the moment, I have to say.
Yeah, wow. Genuinely not what you want, especially given that the Rabbitohs, he started so strong. Like, this is 20 unanswered points.
Ball now getting the boot on, ball on the tee here. He might be the one to fire something up. We know it's strong, he can be out of dummy half. Obviously, traditionally, a halfback has moved to hooker the past 2 seasons. As he gets it on the way now, drills it down there to Carl Lewis, who gives it to Lennox Prakash. That's a big run. He'll play it there on the 20. They go Carl Lewis. Short ball there to Matt Harris. He'll play it there, second tackle. Chapman now pushes forward. Playing it there on the third tackle. They'll send a long ball over to Matt Harris. That's a good run there from centering it up. Fourth tackle just past the 50. They send it wide here to Jesse Bennett. That'll be the 5th tackle now. A good set after scoring points here from the Manly Seagulls. And now it's going to be Will Kay to punt it down over to Tyrone Clake. And he strikes something up here. He'll be wrapped up there after stepping one by Chaz Dingo. Down by quite a lot. What do the Rabbitohs have to do to get themselves back into the game here? Because although they're down by 14, they can still get back into it.
They need some dynamite like that.
Saddle cart now. Gets a ball over, but it's intercepted there by Booth. It looked good, but the pass was never on.
Good cover defense from Booth, but that was horrifying. They just needed to take the hit and try and take advantage of some offside markers.
Jimmy Rafford is now playing it on the 40. His 3rd tackle. Short ball there to Alex Chapman. Pushing forward, gets up near the 40 here. Jesse Bennett now. Pushes forward up to the 40. That's the 5th tackle. Okay, it's going to be now. Punting it deep. He's punting it very deep, in fact. A great kick. And a terrific kick. In fact, they'll get a set restart here.
That's put a smile on my face. That's just brilliance from Kay, really. They just keep building the pressure. Watch how he just lobs it over their head there. It's an outstanding kick, and I think that's the 2nd time he's used that play as well.
Oh, it's probably one of the kicks of the afternoon. They've had quite a few good ones, the Seagulls, but that one, it just bounced over the head of Jai Collins. He managed to get to it in time. But then the kick for chase is now Matt Harris. He's already scored a try today. Maybe he's looking for another one here, Matty Harris. He'll play it there, 2nd tackle now. Gives it there to Lennox Prakash. Lennox Prakash, he can't get there. Saddle can't manage to come up and under there to make the great tackle there on Lennox Prakash, but they send it wide. There to Jesse Bennett, who is put on his back. 4th tackle. As held up is the call there by referee Ashley Klein. 4th tackle. They go long ball over there. Dylan Sharp looking for his first SRL try, and I think he's got it. No, they're going to say just short. Booth will be. And he'll be taken out there at dummy half. Doesn't have enough time to get the pass away. That's going to be Rabbitohs ball, and they survive once again.
I'm particularly impressed with how their kicking game has improved when they do get to their kicks, because you can see that they forced 2 errors off the kicks from the wingers being driven into touch, or at least forced into touch through the kick chase. And then the other time we've seen the forced dropout. So that's one of the areas that Manly have really stepped up in that I think has let them dominate the second half the way they have.
You have to agree, man. Kicking game has been probably the best asset in this second half. Or over the last 20 minutes, I should say. As the Rabbitohs have played there. Liam Ryan is to lob it over the top this time. Can't find any grass. Calling the fullback by Tyler Weston. Who's eventually caught there by Liam Ryan. 1st tackle. They give it short there to Brad Goodwin. 18 minutes to go here. 14 points the difference. They can still win it if they can find some good ball for Rabbitohs. Playing it there, 3rd tackle. Gives it short there to Goodwin. Takes it there. 4th tackle now. Goes over to Brad Goodwin. 5th tackle now. Can they get another good kick away here? It's all eyes on Will Kay this time. Who lobs it over the top. Taken there by John Collins. And he's made a meal of it once again, but he recovers it that time. Sort of been a bit of a falcon there.
It's another great kick from Kay. Hard to judge with the way the ball's moving, where it's going to land as they drive Turner back. I think one of the bigger contributing factors here that Manly, it feels like they're a much fitter team. Like, they're playing 80-minute footy right now. They haven't let up. They've been relentless, and they've actually gotten better as time goes on.
Oh, no, an intercept.
As you can see, it's been the other way from the Rabbits. They've had lots of lapses in concentration. That Ryan and Richards combo just isn't really working. Dixon isn't getting himself involved as much as he was early on. It seems like he's used his energy, and it's uninspiring. That's a good hustle play from Richards.
Obviously, I'd like to remind you that obviously Dixon is injured right now, so he can't really inject himself when
true.
when he's injured. But I do agree with the rest. Yes, Ryan.
Well, before the injury, at the very least.
Yes, Saddle Cart now takes the run there, playing fullback. I'm surprised they didn't go with maybe Ryan shifting to the back there. They've gone to Saddle Cart, maybe to keep that Ryan Dustin Richards combination working so well, which, well, not really worked today. It's going to be Chase Williams out wide. Takes the tackle. 5th tackle. Ryan, it's going to be punted to the backfield once more. Has some height on the kick, but Dingo takes it. Dingo, he's very dangerous, Dingo. But Chase Williams manages to wrap him up. Goes Weston. Weston, he's dangerous. He's going towards the sideline. He stays in, though. Now Kyle Lewis it is.
Great play.
3rd tackle. Jimmy Raff, short ball there to Brad Goodwin. 4th tackle. If the Rabbitohs can find something, they can still come back in this game and have to be quick about it. Is now Delaney with it some ball. Great footwork there by this 5'8" turn center here for the Seagulls. They send it backwards. Kyle Lewis puts it high. Not the greatest kick there. Taken there by Dylan Sharp, but he can't do nothing with it.
Bit of a weird 5th tackle option, but I think that they're really in conserving the lead mode at the moment. They're just not trying to take any risks with their kicking. They know that they've got the fitness and the strength and the tackling ability to grind out the rest of this game.
You have to agree. I think it's kind of relatively disappointing about it is the fact they haven't really had their attack just ignite yet. We know they can score points quickly, obviously doing it against Penrith, 36-6, and a couple other teams that obviously I can't think of right now, but they have done it. Their attack, definitely we know they can attack the footy. Their defense has been the big thing that has sort of, driven them. But their defense, although I will admit that on their line defense still hasn't been too bad today. Their attack just has never clicked as now. Anthony Delaney takes it, a charge down there. Will get caught there by his defenders. It goes Kyle Lewis. Short ball there to Chase Williams. He scored last week. Sorry, Ethan Goodwin that is actually. It's going to be Saddlecart that comes across field to make the tackle. It's going to go short there to Dingo. Looking to push over and he has a hat-trick.
Good ball. Not much to say other than just a good ball.
So short ball there, step past one. Hayden Davis and Saddlecart couldn't hold him up. And well,
there's the ball.
They're over.
Nice play.
Carlos
yeah.
So very solid play there.
All it takes is your fullback to inject himself into the game once for them to be able to swing momentum.
It's quite terrific, isn't it? Dingo scoring a hat-trick. He's definitely... Obviously, I think it really hit him. He's had a couple quiet games beginning the season, but the past couple weeks, 13 line breaks last week, and now a hat-trick this week. He's definitely coming to his own the past couple weeks, hasn't he, Dingo?
Yeah, well, he's just putting his hands up for the SI MVP with these performances so far. And obviously, the the scoreline is going to make it seem like it was destined to be a blowout, but I don't think people are going to understand just how clutch that first try was. Like, that comes in the dying minutes of the first half. There's a big difference between, having the energy swing your way as you level it up with a try versus going and being held to nil after a half.
What a pass there by UK over the top of the Malachi Booth. But I have to agree with you there, yeah. If that first try doesn't get scored, do the Seagulls come on to win this game? With obviously, with the time left, I can't see the Rabbitohs making a comeback from here. So do they go on to win this game if that try isn't scored?
I don't know. I guess it's one of those grand what ifs, but what we do know is that his try scoring was one of the big reasons that they did go on to win.
Yeah, I have to agree there. It's fifth tackle now. Kyle Lewis is going to punt it over. Fielded there by Tyron Clay. Maybe looking for one more.
That was the AFL mark. Clay was screaming to get into position there. How brilliant.
He sort of charged onto that ball there. Great stuff there from Tyron Clay. Just running onto it there. Let's go wide to Butterfield. She's up towards the 40. Third tackle now. Goes wide there. Tedesco. Playing it there. Fourth tackle. Saddlecard's looking for another run here. Saddlecard's looking for a try. And he'll get a try. And I guess, although I can't really see if Rabbitohs coming back from that one, they will get a consolation try at the very least from Josh Saddlecard.
Yeah, well, I was about to say they needed to get him involved in the fullback position, but obviously I didn't get to say that. They just went about doing it, which is not bad if you're the Rabbitohs, but I don't know. I guess it really is a consolation try, but it's one that they've earned. It's one that shows them promising signs, and Manly might need to look at, preventing those tries in game situations. Are you guys fit enough? Are they strong enough? Are they durable enough, even?
Yeah, I have to agree, obviously. Bourne converts it, makes it 26-12. 6 minutes to go. Rabbitohs won't be coming back. Maybe we can get a few consolation tries. Like, the scoreline look a little bit prettier when people look at the results after the game has finished airing. So, maybe that's what they're going for here with Carlo is getting ready to kick off here. Goes deep down Ryan. Gives it there. We're charging onto it. Ashton, he'll play it there. First tackle. Maybe the Rabbitohs aren't done with yet in terms of getting a couple more tries here. Dustin Richards pushes forward. Second tackle. Inside ball there to Josh Saddlecard. This is better there. Obviously, hasn't really had any opportunities in the fullback role in the SRL, but he's getting an opportunity here. That's the third tackle now. Long pass over to Butterfield. Gives it short there to Ash Turner. A great one-on-one tackle there by Will Kay. He was the only member out there that could make the tackle. A great one there as now Chase Williams pushes forward. He'll take the final tackle there. Fifth tackle. Looking to go for Liam Ryan. A bit of a scoot there from forward before he puts it high there. It's going to be taken and it's too deep. Taken there by Dingo.
It was a bit of a nothing kick, wasn't it?
Agree there, yeah, just sort of not really doing much there. Sort of caught, just think I'm not sure what ball was doing. Sort of scooted out dummy half before making the kick, and then once he made the kick, Ryan made the kick. No one really was there chasing. Bit of a nothing kick. I'm not sure what the really plan was there, but maybe it's just to drown out the game. Second tackle, 3 minutes to go in this one. Blair Kernan's gonna be.
I think the Rabbitohs are not playing with a plan, they're just playing with hope at this point.
Yeah, obviously, we know what the Rabbitohs can do, though. It was 6-0 up until the 39th minute. And we expected it to be classic, but the Rabbitohs just had no control in the second half. From the moment that they made the error, should have been a telltale sign that all wasn't right to begin this half. They're going to go cross field. Jai Collins will be. He gets past one. Maybe he's looking to spark something just on the stroke of full time here. He'll play it there, first tackle. It's going to be Butterfield. Taking it there. Second tackle now. Not much time left here. Tedesco gives a short there to Davis. A minute going in this game. Rabbitohs looking for one last consolation try. Send it wide there to Saddlecard. A good tackle there by Jimmy Ralph. 30 seconds to go in this game.
I think Jimmy Ralph has made a pretty solid cameo since he's come on. Oh, good tackle there.
You have to agree. He's played in the second row today. Sort of just really made his presence known in defence, and that'll sound things off. Malachi Biff will be to take the final run. Take the final run. Got to be wrapped up there, and that'll be full time there. The Manly Seagulls defeating the Saps in the Rabbitohs 26 points to 12. In the end, a pretty convincing victory for the Manly Seagulls after not scoring to the 39th minute, but the Rabbitohs, they have things to work on, but they can definitely still compete in this competition. Don't use this game as a reason the Rabbitohs cannot win. Take a look at stats here. And I think that's the real difference. 7 hours to 3 to the Manly Seagulls. That's the big difference, I think, in this game.
Yeah, statistically, it does look like to be the main differentiating factor. Dingo, he doesn't quite get the line break expecting, but he's up there. Personally, though, I think it's the fact that he worked in tandem with Booth, because look at how Booth went this game.
Yeah,
15 runs, 8 line breaks. That's over a 50% chance of a run ending in a line break from Malachi Booth.
I think that was really great from him. So you have a look at, I think Matt Harris is another one. 3 tackle breaks, 3 line breaks, and a try. Definitely showed off his strength in today's game and had a very solid performance all around. Take a look at the South Sydney Rabbitohs stats. Butterfield probably was up there. He defensively was good. 23 tackles with only 1 miss, 1 line break and a try. The 2 errors really were costly for the Rabbitohs, weren't they?
Yeah. It was a mixed bag from Butterfield, but I think that they went to his side of the field a lot. As you can tell by the touches, he was getting much more ball than Liam Ryan. And I think if they were trying to run off the ball, I guess that makes sense. But I can't help but feel that they weren't taking advantage of that Ryan and Richards combination. Because you see, Richards, he usually takes a lot more runs than 15 from what I've seen when I watch him play. So for him to have the performance he's did, it's a bit different. It's a bit different to what we're used to.
A lot
Turner, he made a cameo.
What was that, sorry?
I thought that Ash Turner made a nice cameo when he came on. 22 tackles, none missed off the bench. 2 line breaks. That's, despite his error, I think that he did his best.
I think Ash Turner's always been a nice little solid player. Just comes and does his job. And I think he did that.
He's one of their only guys. One of their only guys not to miss a tackle, yet he's one of the people that has made the most of them.
As we look to end things off here, obviously the Seagulls taking out the victory. 26 points to 12 in this one. Thank you, Liam Rogers, once again for joining me.
No worries.
And I'll see you guys.